Welcome to this short and sweet Alsa Hoops production with three purposes in mind. The first one being to introduce myself. My name is
J-A-Y-S to the O-U. I'm going straight to hell if it's really nice to know you.
However, for the purposes of my career docu-series and this channel, I played a part of Coach J2K, narrating my career. Another purpose is to present a wish/hope list for 2K25 and also to briefly recap what I touched on in episode 12 of my series. In that episode, I spoke on correcting or tweaking my worry as far as the W mode for 2K25. Seems like they'll be implementing a GOAT tier of some sort, but no story mode has been announced nor teased yet. I also wanted to elaborate on the original take I made in my reaction video, a sentiment I was happy to hear. I think her name is pronounced Andrea Carter. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Somewhat similarly shared a take that I'm not really going to speak on verbatim, but I will present it from my perspective. The attention generated by the new rookie class can be debated like the GOAT debate exists. However, should not stop all abled from making sure they're noticed as well. Case in point, the majority of the WNBA All-Star event participants, starring the double winner Alicia Gray and All-Star Game MVP Arike Agumbawale. Again, hope I didn't butcher your name. They put on a show that shines respect on their name, in my opinion, from this point on. They most likely gained a couple more fans, including, as I said, all the participants. One thing I also wanted to touch on was the 3-on-3, that type of an event. I really hope the men's all-star is able to implement something like that, although, to be honest, I'm not quite sure how they would do it. To close this point, numbers don't lie as far as the ratings and the viewership and so on and so forth, but true skill doesn't either. So, to tie it up to my point, if eyes are on the WNBA and the W is in 2K, use the eyes and momentum to grow the mode as well. Just saying, will I play that actual mode? I don't know. The percentage and possibility would rise with actual content. I also lightly touched on Pro Play in episode 12, as far as it being in beta stage, hopeful for a leap towards the unknown. Y'all should check out the 2K crossover podcast. They go into that much more in depth in the last episode they dropped, depending on when you're hearing this, obviously. Now, another very popular complaint is the missing mic court, and I agree. If old gen can have a mic court, why can't new gen that has a whole city in it? It's new gen. It should be able to actually handle that, no? Why are we removing things? Did we ever get a breakdown for that? Be that as it may, I also hope that the city becoming interactive makes sense. For my career head like myself, it gives me content. However, things like Gatorade, Boost should remain available in the menu, in my opinion. I'm very interested to see how they're going to implement this. Fingers crossed as far as what the outcome will be. Since the storyline barely touched on the city, I've barely used any of that footage, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they implement it. I didn't mind the side quests in 2K23. However, the fact that we had to do every path was annoying, even for somebody like me. We should have been able to choose one path while the others stayed optional. Maybe even select one path come year 2, go more in depth, or on the second year choose a different path. Sort of like what we did with the shoe sponsorships. For example, if I choose the J. Cole story, guilty pleasure, it's the reason why I went to New Gen. It should be possible for me to make that my story, and don't cram it all in one season either. Stretch it out, especially if the GOAT tier returns, and that's as far as what I'm allowing myself to assume. Another thing, mainly content and my career related, although I feel Park Mode would also enjoy this, or I should say love this. The in-game taunts, or celebration if you will. Why can't we load 4 like with the game intro? Sometimes, acrobatic finish or fadeaway midi merits a shrug. As far as a contact dunk would merit a flex, or a too small, long range, a night-night, you get the point. It's not like we don't pay for taunts. I never understood that. We only get a down option. Not that important, well aware, but aesthetically, why not?
Look here.
As far as the My Player Builder, I hope we do get an upgrade to the attributes we don't start off with. In the My Player Builder, I usually build an all-around type build as a first creation. I would love to see my strengths go to the next level via logical grind, like earlier in the 2Ks where if you continuously rim run, shoot, string combos, or defend, reaching thresholds would level up that specific skill. Again, not delivering news here, just saying from my perspective. For more details, check out Uncle Demi. He's the one who pointed that out. I'm just basically, once again, bringing it from my perspective. Now, most content creators, myself included, say that badge regressions have to go. Not every game requires us to implement certain skills. Example, Comeback Kid. If you're winning all your games by like double digits, Comeback Kid, it doesn't pop. So it not popping when you actually need it, it's stuck on bronze or it's stuck on silver, depending if you're talking about the rebirth builds, of course. Again, not breaking news, just saying. Passing, I agree. As far as the random hitting the defender in the back of the head, again, I mainly icon pass. Disclaimer, I don't play PG, so as a point forward, my woes are from a different perspective. For instance, I was yesterday years old when I realized I could double tap an icon to icon bounce pass. Not sure the same could be done with lobs, but you do have to change settings, I believe, in order to get that done. I did have to change settings. Again, not breaking news, just being honest as to why I won't lean on this topic. Ankle breakers, I was more of a Mark Jackson type of PG. The only year I had to play that position, by the way. I wasn't breaking anyone's ankles, so in the game, I would miss opportunities because I couldn't read them. Now I know why. Again, the logic behind it, even now that I actually am able to break ankles, again, I'm playing against bots, but at least I can trigger it and know that I'm triggering it towards that actual result. So yes, I've gotten better at it, but I'm still not Kyrie. Earlier in my gameplay, it was more the crowd reactions that would let me know I got it done. By then, it's way too late. As far as pre-ordering, I still feel the same way. I see no incentives to do so far. Let me keep my accumulated VCs to add to your maximum 100k VCs. Let me keep my gear, anything returning at least, and the discussion can start. However, my attention is securely focused on gameplay. I need to see something before I truly consider it. Face scans, ratings are all good, all in all, but scans, they're expected. Ratings, they fluctuate throughout the year. So once again, just saying. However, revamping the bans would entice me to venture towards playing online modes. I agree that bots have gotten better, hence why my remaining in my career wasn't as painful as it would have been in the past, although it is now. I'm just finishing the story, trying to get to the 7 championships, so I'm only playing like key games, but it is not. So again, quit outs in that effect shouldn't affect us as much as far as quality of play. Again, as I said, not remove, but revamp. That'll be it for me. Hope to have kept it short and sweet. If you made it to this part of the video, a huge thank you. Know that your time is appreciated. To all returning, new viewers and subscribers, you're appreciated to the max. Know that your subscription is still golden to me and my first tier goal of reaching 500 subscribers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell not to miss any part of this build up towards a fingers crossed release of 2K25, and the fingers crossed is to a successful release. Please remember, it's just gaming. I'm just playing. It's Coach J 2K. I'm just saying. See you next discussion.